Good afternoon, Mr. Hernandez. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you for being here. I know you're working. Can you tell the court how you know Matthew Castro?
He worked for me about 2 years. He worked for me about 2 years, 2015 to 2017.
And what does he do for you?
He started as a helper at the shop, and then he moved up to a welder's helper.
And what does that exactly do? Were his tasks?
He helps a welder with anything that we're doing, giving him grinders, finishing up welds, uh, setting stuff straight for him as the welder's going.
And we spoke during the bond hearing. Is he coming back to work for you?
Yes, I'd like to get him back. He was doing real good before he left. I
Hold up, his old boss wants him back. After firing him for personal issues, that's not nothing. But will Judge Boyd see redemption, or just another repeat mistake waiting to happen? What's your take?
he started having some problems at home, so we had to let him go. But I want to reinvest what I had going with him and get him going again, get him back to speed where we're at.
And I'm sure you know, but when I talked to Mr. Castro and asked him if he was ready to go back to work, he just lit up. Can you tell the court what kind of worker he is?
He was on point in time, always ready to go. He always helped us out, and we actually, when he left, it was hard to replace him. So I really would need him back.
Thank you, Mr. Hernandez. Pass witness, Judge.
All right, state.
Hi, Mr. Hernandez. My name is Hank Wilkins. I'm one of the prosecutors here. If I ask anything that you don't understand, just let me know and I can try and rephrase it, okay?
Yes.
So, can you give us the years that Mr. Castro, when did he work for you?
What years?
Yes, sir.
It was between 2015 and 2017.
And why did he stop working for you in 2017?
He started having problems at home, and I told him I couldn't. I needed somebody who I could, who could be.
Welding isn't babysitting, it's high risk. High focus, one slip could cost a life. And Mr. Hernandez, he made it clear, I had to cut him loose. My shop can't run on second chances. Smart call, or to harsh.
More, I didn't want him dealing with phone calls and all that, because we're always working, always busy, and I needed full attention at work because it's very dangerous, some of the stuff that we do, and I needed him to be on more focused on what he was doing. He couldn't do it at the time, so I just had to let him go at that time.
Okay. And was that the stuff that was going on at home? Was that in his personal life or was that court stuff?
I think it was just personal life. I didn't get too involved. I just know it was affecting my work.
Okay. And do you know anything about the cases that he's being sentenced on today?
Not too much. I haven't heard too much about it. I just know that he was waiting to come back to work if it was possible, and I told him I could use him.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I don't have any other questions, Judge.
Just briefly, Judge.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez, you said problems at home, it was affecting the work, and you mentioned phone calls. Was that his wife calling the work, or what was that?
Yes, his wife kept on bothering him, and with us, it's very dangerous. Some of the stuff that we working with the tools are high power stuff, and you got to be on paying attention the whole time.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Hernandez.
All right, any other questions of this witness?
No further questions.
All right, is the witness excused?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you so much for showing up, Mr. Hernandez.
No problem. Thank you.
Any other witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor. Defense calls Laura Rivera.
All right. All right, can you raise your right hand for me?
Yes.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Laura Rivera.
Defense.
Mr. Rivera, can you tell the court what your relationship with Matthew is?
His mother.
And can you tell the court, growing up, what kind of child was he?
Real good. My mom and dad helped me raise him. He always followed my dad and mom goes around. Barbecue, fishing, we did everything. He would always help out, like when they were doing mechanic stuff in the vehicles, he would help out. He always wanted to help out.
And
I called him handyman.
handyman?
He was little, dude. Called him little man. Yeah.
And how was he in school?
He was really good. He was a gifted and talented. I know you hadn't heard that. What is it called today?
That's like AP.
Yeah, like it's really advanced in his education.
And then after high school, can you tell the court what was going on with Matthew?
Well, during school, his older brother, my other son, had been shot in a drive-by.
This one cuts deep. One son's clinging to life in a hospital bed, while the other quietly spirals. You won't see that kind of pain in a rap sheet, but the scars, they're They're real, and they run deep.
I was in the hospital with him for a little over a year, but my son was fighting for his life for like 3-4 months. So he started taking it hard and kind of started. And then I was always with my son, like 24/7. So him and my, she's 23 now, and my 16-year-old were kind of raised with my mom because I was focusing on my son. So he started messing up a little when I tried to, get him back. He started doing good. I took him to counseling and started taking classes. He had got into juvenile. But he still got, he was doing good. And then he got married, and I saw him changing. It's like, it took a big toll on him. It was really, really, really toxic, like really bad.
And when you say changing, what do you mean?
Changing, like he wasn't himself anymore. He wasn't outgoing anymore. I would call him and he wouldn't answer. He was the type that would always, he would call me or he would visit us. And at first she would come with her kids, but when she got her kids back, everything started changing. And she started getting stressed out because she had her 4 kids back and started taking it on him.
And how was Matthew with the children?
Really good. They love him. As a matter of fact, after the current assault that he did, she said she sent them the documents that she wanted him to be their father legally.
To legally adopt them?
Yes. But he had a good relationship with them.
And then you mentioned your family. What kind of support systems does Matthew have?
Oh, really good. He has his little sister that really looks up to him. Me and my husband.
And how does he help his sister?
With homework. Yes. Anytime she would get stuck, he would help her. He's really smart.
And then who is Olivia Saucedo?
My mom.
Okay. And that's his grandma. And then who is Mr. and Mrs. Joe Gonzalez?
Our neighbors.
Okay. And did you give them this great affidavits from Matthew?
Yes, I did.
Your
Just a quick little.
If the side defense asks, or offers defense 1 and defense 2.
Okay. Any other questions?
Just briefly. And since Matthew's been home after he got out on the bond, what changes have you seen in him?
Outgoing again, helping out, loves to eat, watch movies together. It's just outgoing again. He's himself again.
Back to his old self? And
Yes.
can you tell the court why Matthew would be a good candidate for probation?
I feel like he's ready to move forward with his marriage and just have a life, normal life, arguing and fighting. He doesn't have any kids or anything, so he still has a chance to work and just be a better person.
And he'll live with you?
With me, yes. And then we're going to be moving to a new home soon too, so we're going to get out of the area. Yes.
Thank you.
I need him.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
Thank you.
State.
Hi, Mr. Rivera. My name is Hank Wilkins. I'm one of the prosecutors here. So you know Mr. Castro's whole life?
Of course.
Okay. So, you were in contact with him when he got sentenced in 2016 to possession of less than a gram, right? You got probation in that case?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. And he wasn't successful in that, was he?
No, he was.
So he got sentenced at that point to 6 months, right?
Yes.
And you were in contact with him in 2017, he got sentenced on burglary of vehicle third, right? And you got 10 months there, right? Okay. And you were in contact with him back in 2014, you got sentenced on burglary of vehicle 4 months and 6 days, right?
Yes.
Okay. And back in 2015, you were in contact with him and got a year probation on burglary of vehicle second or more, right?
Yes.
Do you know if he was successful in that probation? No.
I don't remember, I'm sorry.
Okay.
That was too far.
So he wasn't successful in that, right? Or you don't remember? Okay. But would you be?
Okay, I don't remember, I'm sorry.
So, would it be surprising you to know that he wasn't successful in that probation?
No, because he was younger.
Okay.
He was younger.
So you got 4 months. You got 4 months sentence on that. And you were in contact with him in June of 2022 when you got an obstructing a highway intoxication.
Well, yes and no, because he's married, so he hasn't lived with me for a couple of years.
Okay.
Years.
You got 12 months there, right? You got a 12-month probation there. You got the first
I know he got probation, yes.
Okay. So can you tell the court what's going to be different about this time?
This time, I think he's older, he has a better head on his shoulders now. He was incarcerated for 5 months this time, and I feel like he learned a lot. My mom had a heart attack like 2 years ago. And
Sorry, just 1 second. Excuse me. There's no talking in the box to each other. Separate. All right, we're back on the record. You can continue.
So my mom had a heart attack about 2 years ago. She had major surgery a couple of months ago, and he's scared. He doesn't want something to happen to her, and he's not there. She helped me raise him, so she's like a mom to him. I feel like that's going to help him also not want to be incarcerated anymore. So I don't think he's going to do anything to go back.
What year did you have a heart attack?
2 years ago, it was 2021.
And so you're aware he's got several charges on your today, right?
Yes.
How do you have looked at this? So they did a report to help the judge decide. He says he doesn't have substance abuse issues in this. Do you agree with that?
I agree.
I pass it, Mr. Judge.
No further questions, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Next witness?
Your Honor, no more witnesses, but if you would allow, the defendant would like to address the court.
All right, I mean, he can address the court as a witness.
Yeah.
All right, you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record. All right, defense, any questions? Or
No, Your Honor.
State, any questions?
Sure, yeah. So, my name is Hank Wilkins. I'm one of the prosecutors here. We've seen each other before. I was going to introduce myself. So, if I ask anything that's confusing or you're not quite sure what I'm asking, just let me know and I can rephrase it, okay? Okay, so you asked, you were here when I was talking to your mom a week ago. And I went through some of the things that you've been in court for before, right? And it looks like you've gotten opportunities on for education, right? You've gotten opportunities on probation, right? And you're not always successful in that. Is that right? Do it.
I was
You were not before. Okay. So can you tell the court why you think this time is going to be different?
I believe that, or during that time, I was younger. I was going through it because of my marriage, no excuse for my actions, but just being in the state of mind that I was, I felt betrayed. I felt worthless. And I guess I wasn't thinking straight. I was younger, I was less mature, and at the time, prison wasn't like on the line, you know? So I was really just being a knockoff. But at this time, now that I know I'm facing prison, I had nothing but time to think while I was in jail. And I was thinking about my grandma, my mom, my sisters, everybody. This time will be different because it's my last chance. I'm facing prison right now, and I don't want to go. Honestly, in my heart, I know I'm not a bad person. I don't wake up every day thinking, who am I going to rob or kill or shoot today? I'm not somebody that's dangerous to the community. Like my whole neighborhood loves me. They're all older people, and since I was little, always help them. And I really believe that if you give me one more chance, I'll succeed. And if I don't, I'm not going to run. I'll turn myself in, and y'all could do what y'all will with me.
So, you said you're not a danger to the community, but do you think that some of these charges that you charged with might make people have the idea that you're a danger to the community?
Maybe something like this.
Boom. The defense just slammed into a wall. You can feel that the state isn't just listing charges anymore. They're painting a pattern. A repeat offender. You think the judge is buying it.
So you're a felon, and one of these charges is felon possession of firearm. That sounds dangerous, right?
Yes, sir.
And a couple of these are burglars. That sounds dangerous, right?
Sure.
What year did you get married?
In 2019, March 15th.
Okay. So I know that there was testimony that some of this might be tied, some of your criminal actions might be tied to your marriage, but
I was with her way before that.
okay. Because, if you got married in 2019, some of these charges were before that. Like, how long were you all together?
About 7 years.
And are you taking responsibility for your actions, or are you blaming your actions?
No, I'm taking responsibility. I'm not trying to justify my actions, but the current state of mind that I was compared to now, I feel like I've done more successful because now it's no more. That's it. Like, I'm saying now I'm facing prison, and I don't want that. I don't want to go think I got some grandma. Like I said, if you give me one more chance, please, and if I mess up, which I know I won't, I feel real confident this time. Y'all can give me the max, you know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm gonna do good. I have a job lined up. And my plan is to pay all. If I can pay restitution to the victims of my crimes, I am. I'll do whatever needs to be done to show that I'll be successful with this, and to show that I have a heart and I'm not just somebody that wakes up every day thinking, "Oh, I'm gonna f up the world." You know what I mean?
So did Mr. Lyles go over this with you as a pre-sentencing? They do a report with the judge to help him make a decision. Did he talk to you about this at all?
Yeah.
Okay. So one of the things that was in here was you don't think you have a substance abuse problem. That's still something that you believe that's still.
Yeah, this was all because I did what else.
I pass it to the judge.
Just briefly. Matthew, is there anything else you want to say to the judge or to the victim?
To the victims, I'm sorry for what I've done. And if I can meet you in person and tell you sorry in person, I will, and I'll pay the restitution. I'll show you that I was immature before. I was letting the situation get the best of me. And now that I'm facing the prison, it's seen enough. I'm not even messing anymore. I'm not. It's like it's no more stabs in my hand, basically. And I had to do it with my grandma too. I just talked to her today. She's already. She's already had a heart attack. And I don't want to be incarcerated unless it's like mama. You know, I do whatever court needs me to do, what they want me to do, community service, everything. I'll do it to show that I'll be successful. And Your Honor, if I fail to do so, which I'm confident that I will not fail, I'll come back, surrender myself, and face you again and do what you will.
No further questions, Judge.
All right, any other questions?
No questions.
I have a question. Why did you commit this crime?
Why did I commit this crime?
Mm-hmm.
At the time, I was going through it with my wife. She kept all my belongings, left me literally nothing. And I was just...
So why didn't you go to her house?
Excuse me?
I said, did you go to her house and take your stuff back?
No, she don't get to me.
All right, so instead you went to somebody, a stranger's house that you don't know, and you went in to take their stuff.
It was an RV.
All right, so, and it's a stranger's RV, which, what we were taught in law school, anything really can be a habitation, right? If you're living in it, a car can be a habitation. So an RV is a habitation. So why are you taking their stuff? Because your girlfriend took your stuff and wouldn't return it.
Now it gets serious. Judge Boyd shuts down the whole "it was just a mistake" angle hard. That umbrella analogy, cold and clever. This isn't about bad luck, it's about bad choices. So, where do you stand?
I was just thinking of I need something, some kind of money, some way fast. I was being immature about it.
Why do you call your mom?
When I call my mom? Because I didn't want her to get involved with my wife's problems. My wife was very smart where she ran my vehicles and she tried to keep like the keys for my mom, her vehicle one time. So I let her. There's already a lot of drama going on in her family.
So why do you? So why do you call your grandmother?
I don't want her to stress as well.
All right, so you decided to put a stranger through the stress of having their items stolen.
It's a horrible mistake.
No, you made choices, not mistakes. You know what a mistake is?
Something bad accident.
Now, let me just tell you. It's raining outside. Here's the example, Diana. Weather forecast. I don't think anybody really anticipated it was going to rain today. But let's say you know it's going to rain today. Your mom tells you, your grandmother tells you, so you come to court with an umbrella because you know it's going to rain today. People are coming in wet, you have your umbrella, you go outside, and you're like, good thing my parent called me to say it was going to rain because I'm prepared. Now, let's say you don't know it's going to rain. You come to court, and you see people coming in wet, and you say, shucks, I don't have my umbrella. There's somebody sitting next to you who has an umbrella, and you take it. That's a choice. Now, if you know it's raining and you bring your umbrella, and you have a black umbrella, and the person sitting next to you also has a black umbrella, and you leave and you take an umbrella, and when you go outside and it's raining, and you open up the umbrella, and you realize this is not my black umbrella because I have initials on mine and it's not here. That's a mistake. So you going into that person's RV and taking their items, those were choices you made. That's not a mistake. You didn't mistakenly think, oh, this RV is the same color as mine. I'm a little bit intoxicated right now. And I know I always leave the door open, and this RV's door is open. Let me go in there. You knew that wasn't your RV. You understand?
Yes.
So you made a choice. So I'm trying to figure out, why did you choose to break into somebody's RV and take their items? And this whole thing about I'm going through things with my wife, that's not going to cut it. Because everybody here has had a bad problem, I'm sure, where they've gone through a bad relationship. That doesn't mean they go out and commit crimes and then want to pass because I was in a bad relationship. So why did you go and take their items?
Money.
Money for what?
Those.
Well, you could call your mom and your grandmother and ask for clothes. You telling me your mom wouldn't have given you clothing? Okay. So I still don't understand. So why are you breaking into somebody's RV?
Check belongings to sell good money.
Money for what?
For clothes and anything.
Okay. All right. Any other questions?
No, Your Honor.
And I read in the PSI report, he said he didn't think he would get charged. So I'm assuming he didn't think he would get caught?
Yes, at the time, my insurance thing.
I'm sorry, what?
At the time, yes, I was being immature about my place.
And you said you were being immature. How old are you?
28.
All right. And this occurred. Let me pull up the dates. What's the offense date on this?
March 8, 2023.
All right. So anything else from either side?
Nothing from Judge.
All right. I'm not going to grant his application. I'm going to find him guilty. Does anyone wish to speak to the cap?
Yes, Your Honor. And Your Honor, and I appreciate the court's patience. Any delay in this case has been absolutely my fault and not Mr. Castro's.
Oh, I don't hold delays against anyone.
No, just saying, Judge. Yeah. So Mr. Castro, he actually pled on the first day that he received an offer. Since I met him, he's taken responsibility for this. I know he's made that decision before, and he has his history. But he wants to change his life. He has a welding job set up, and he's ready to get back to where he can contribute to society. And if this means that he has to do some time, he's willing to accept that. We would ask just for the 2 years, because whenever he does get out, Judge, I know he's going to be able to go get a job, be a contributing citizen. He has removed, I can attest, has removed himself from a bad situation. You heard Mr. Bear testify how he's changed. I can see that. I've never seen a client when I mentioned working, when he was getting out on bond, how them light up and how excited they were. He's the only client I've ever seen that happen with. So Judge just asked him to give the minimum 2 years, let him do his time and be able to get out and contribute to society.
All right. And in the PSI report, I see that restitution for Mr. McDermott, DERMAIN, that was never given. The only restitution I see is for Richard Pacheco. And that's for the expense of the tow truck and fixing his truck. Is there going to be any objection
Nothing from Judge.
to the $800?
Your Honor, I think we tried to reach out to Mr. McDermott and haven't been able to get a response about restitution, Judge.
All right. And state with regards to sentence?
Judge, it's a cap of 6 years. We'll agree to. We're asking for 6 years. As we talked about, as I talked about with some of the witnesses, these are inherently scary crime. I don't know if there's a better way to put that, but breaking into something that's a scary thing. The reason we have laws against felons walking around with handguns because it's a scary thing. It's inherently a dangerous crime, Judge. These are not victimless crimes. The defendant is accused of. So we are asking 6 years, Judge, and these are like the court talked about with the defendant. These are not mistakes. These are choices the defendant made. So we're asking for the 6 years, Judge.
All right. As previously stated, the court is finding you guilty. I'll take into consideration 2023 CR 8110. There's to be restitution of $800 to Richard Pacheco. Court is going to sentence you to 5 years in the prison and give you credit for any time served.
And Judge would have supported Mr. Castro would have some time to get his affairs order and then turn himself in. He's been on bond and hasn't had any issues.
No. I'm going to show you what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. It's your review that with your attorney. Did you understand it? Did you sign it? Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Mr. Castro, I want to let you know I did review everything and take into consideration your employment and that you're saying that you changed. When you go to prison, do not become institutionalized. At the prison, you can still pick up different trades. You can actually get a college degree at prison and it's free. So you can work on that. And then when you get out, I'm sure Mr. Hernandez, if he was willing to take this risk with you working for him.
5 years behind bars, and yet the judge leaves the door open. Education, a trade, a shot at redemption. It's rare to see punishment paired with purpose. But the real question is, will Matthew seize it or waste it?
I'm sure he will do it again. When you get out, stay on the track, become a welder. You understand? All right, so where are we on this case?
We're here for two purposes now. The first one is subpoenaing witnesses, trying to get to the bottom of some answers regarding videotape. Before we go there, my client wants to ask me to let him renew his request for a new attorney. So I told him I let him.
I put in a motion.
All right, let me ask you this. Is your counsel hired or appointed?
Appointed.
All right, are you going to hire an attorney?
I'm trying to.
Well,
I asked him, it's because there's asking some of these exact. I asked him back in September, but he's getting me my bond reinstated, so I could bond out and pay for a lawyer. And he never did it.
All right, so let me explain something to you about the state of legal services, right? For some reason, attorneys, people think they can do an attorney's job, even though they didn't go to school to be an attorney. And the reason why I say this, listen, you have 2 years, so listen. The reason why I say this is because people think that all attorneys do is talk. Which we do, attorneys do talk a lot. But behind that conversation is a lot of education that they've had to get. And when you compare us to doctors who are doing surgery, you never see a patient going to their doctor if they need hard surgery and telling their doctor, you know what, I know this is the way you say you're going to do the surgery, but I want you to do the incision this way. You know why I want to do that? Because hey, I'm not a doctor, I don't know how to do incisions. But for some reason, people who have attorneys think that they're an attorney and they want to file a bunch of motions, don't know what the motions mean, because you may file one motion, but there are other things that go with that motion. It's sort of like when people read the Bible and they say, oh, I know the Bible. And they don't realize what you've read in the first book. There is something that goes with that's in the second book. And you have to combine all of that. So if your attorney hasn't filed a motion, it's probably because you don't need that motion filed. I used to always get, you haven't filed my discovery motions. Where are my discovery motions? And I'm like, state has to turn that over. What? I'm filing a motion and the state is going to say, oh yeah, we turned that over. So that's where we are. And where we are is you're indigent. This is the attorney that has been appointed to you. And what I tell you about attorneys appointed to represent people, there are certain qualifications that they have to have in order to represent people on certain cases. This is a felon in possession of a firearm. What I can tell you, your attorney is qualified to handle this type of case. Otherwise, he would not be appointed to this case. So if you want another attorney, you need to retain another attorney, period. Court is not appointing you another attorney. This will be your attorney. If you speak to him, great. If you don't speak to him, you will probably end up in jury trial with an attorney you have not spoken to. It's completely up to you. Do you understand?
Yes.
And as a client, you have control over certain things. Whether or not you want to go to jury trial or not. Whether or not you want to testify. Whether or not you want to accept a plea. You are not in control of trial strategy. And trial strategy is similar to that doctor that wants to do a heart surgery, and you're trying to tell them, well, this is the way you should do the heart surgery. That's similar to trial strategy, and you're not control over that because you don't have the degree or the experience to do it. You understand?
Yes, I'm
All right, so where are we?
We are back on a discovery issue, and just briefly to summarize, there was video and audio from Alamo Heights Police Department. Originally, we asked for it and said it didn't exist. Eventually, we subpoenaed Alamo Heights in. They were not able to answer simple questions as to when the video was destroyed, what is the policy, are the videos 30 days, 60 days, have anecdotal evidence that it's 6 months, but anyway, that's not a record. So they gave us four names for Barcom is a local company that is their IT company. As the point of contact to answer all those questions. So I subpoenaed but they couldn't tell us who there. So I subpoenaed everybody, and then they contacted me yesterday. I said, I don't want to cause any disruptions. I just want somebody to tell me there's somebody there that can answer these questions. There isn't. They just sent somebody today. I made an agreement with them to release everybody. They sent their CEO here to testify. He's not going to answer the court's question. What he told me was, and he's back there.
Well, let's bring him up. Let's find out who can answer these questions. There are specific questions. I remember this case that need to be answered. So you know who can answer these questions. Who do we need here to answer these questions?
The people set it up. It's a company by the name of Big State. They are the ones who installed the camera system. They would have figured how long each of the cameras would override. Kind of like a VHS, right? There's only so much space, and how often each one of those will be overwritten would have been set up by them. Our job is to we're users of the camera system. We turn into people that can go in and pull video, get the software on computers to access this video, but we don't manage it. Again, it's a gray area, right?
You have information that you can impart to the state of defense about who they need to contact, so we can find out one, if the video was destroyed. Two, when it would have been destroyed, and three, what is the time frame that videos are allowed to remain before it's purged or destroyed?
Okay. I don't like to use the word destroyed because purged is a better word.
We'll use purged.
We'll use purged. Just because destroyed implies.
See, whenever I think of purge, I think of the movie, so that's why I don't say it. But I understand about purge. Okay. So, do you have information of who would have that knowledge?
Here's what I'll do. I'll go back and I'll talk to you now that we didn't, first of all, we didn't get enough details, right? We're just asked a simple question. I can go and see if we have access to figure out what the purging schedule is for each of the cameras. If I can get it, we'll get it directly to them. If not, we will point them either way, we'll point them in the direction who installed it and manage the system.
So what I want to know is, on this specific case, with this specific defendant, and they'll give you the date he was in the location. If you can tell me when that video or audio of him would have been purged.
Okay. We'll do our piece, and then we need to we'll engage the third party.
All right. Is there any other question other than that you want to answer? Because that's the question I want answered.
No, there's not. That's basically a judge's was there video. If so, why can't it be retrieved? Was it purged? And if it was purged, when it was purged? Because that answers the question whether we should use the word purged or destroyed. Something like that.
So they want to know. We'll use the word purged.
No. I wasn't going there. If you don't mind, I will do is I'll go back and look at the dates. I don't know when first quest was, and then we have to work back that date.
Before they leave here today, they're going to give you the dates when the defense counsel requested it.
Okay.
They're going to give you the date when he was in the facility, and then I want to know one, is the audio video still available? I'm sure it's not. If it's not available, I want to know the date it was purged.
Okay.
All right. So how long do you think that will take?
A couple of days.
Okay.
I mean, from our part, unless we need to engage a third party, I don't have any control over how.
No. I just want to keep this on the docket. So you saying a couple of days?
For my piece. If we give the information, it'll be a couple of days. If we need to engage a third party, then it's a little out of my control unless we can get some of the push from the court.
All right. So what we'll do, Norma, are we able to set this for December 14th? Is that enough time? For your part?
Yes.
All right. So what we'll do is we'll set it for December 14th. A plea of guilty on October 13th to the offense of possession with intent to deliver controlled substance, penalty group 2, 400 grams. According to the agreement, punishment will be assessed at 10 years in prison. State opposes deferred adjudication. They're recommending community supervision, and there are some cases that have been taken into consideration. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report, State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
We have, Your Honor.
Any objections to the PSI report, State?
No, Your Honor.
Defense?
No objection, just a minor correction, Judge.
All right. Correct.
The represented that he was minimizing his guilt. I'm not sure exactly why maybe he felt that way. Mr. Ayu didn't recall perhaps the bag and scales. That's quite really just an honest answer. He is accepting guilt. He pled guilty to this offense. He is prepared to accept responsibility. Judge, I just don't want the court to believe he wasn't intending to take responsibility.
Okay. All right. State, you are. I'm sorry. Any witness from either side?
No, just
State your opposed to the application for deferred adjudication?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm not sure. I know the defendant has been deferred. This is a first degree felony, so if he does screw up on supervision, I feel like that's enough failure if he does get deferred, Judge. So that's a long time. He's unable to live up to the obligation provision, Judge. So that's the main reason I was opposed to deferred, Judge. The other thing is there a lot of charges that I know we just pleading one. We're taking into consideration several charges, Judge. The one he's pleading on is the possession intent, so it's more of a this is a drug dealing charge rather than drug use charge. That's the reason the opposition for Your Honor.
All right. Why should I give him deferred adjudication for dealing drugs?
Well, Judge, there are numbers that I would like to address. He is taking responsibility for intent to deliver. There was a significant amount of hot related items. I want to just remind the court that it is THC related items. He did use some personal use. He's not denying the fact that there was time past where he sold marijuana to people. But he had no intent that day. I think that's why they thought he was minimizing his guilt. He was just going to enjoy his day with his girlfriend got caught. He wasn't intending on selling anybody that day. I know it's a nuanced judge, but a lot of this was for personal use. His previous history, as you can tell, is cannabis related. The PSI indicates cannabis dependence. I think he's clean now. I think he will continue testing, Judge. But they are all misdemeanors. He doesn't have any prior felonies. He's never given a felony conviction based on felony supervision. I do understand that he picked these up over two different offense dates in short order. He really has no excuse for that other than he was making poor decisions. He wasn't taking in the grasp of what could happen to should you get caught for this. He really just wants to apologize. And I would like him to short statement to you why he should be given for.
All right, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth so help you God?
Yes.
You can lower your hand, state your name for the record. All right. If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be? And will be drug tested today.
Negative, Your Honor.
All right, let's do a drug test.
Okay, Judge.
And then I'll come back and I'll make my decision.
Thank you, Judge. May I excuse shortly? I'll be right back.
Do you need any water or anything?
Yes.
All right.
He did use the restroom this morning, Judge. I don't know when he excused himself.
Sure.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Were you able to provide a UA sample yet? Oh, there's a water fountain in the hallway. We'll get a cup of water for you. So we were here and I asked for a UA to be done. Probation, was the UA done? Okay. All right. Is there anything else anyone would like to say?
Just briefly, Judge, I think
Sure.
the negative test shows that he is going to take this serious. States arguing that perhaps deferred would be setting him up for failure is their argument. I don't think so, Mr. IU. I think showing the negative, taking this seriously. He works. Sorry. He works hard. He helps girlfriend take care of children. He'd like to start his deferred, put this behind him, and hopefully there'll be a point in future judge where he can ask for termination.
All right. So you understand if I grant your application for deferred adjudication, if you are unsuccessful for a motion to revoke his file, then the court could potentially sentence you up to life in prison and a $10,000 fine.
Yes, sir.
Knowing that, are you still asking for deferred adjudication?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. What do you do for a living for employment?
Right now, I'm working for a demolition company.
And what are your hours?
Usually from 7 a.m. till 3:30, sometimes 4:30. And sometimes I'm switching from day shift to night shift, depending on the job site.
All right. And the girlfriend that you're living with? Who all lives in the household?
Me, her, and her 3 kids.
What are the ages of her 3 children?
15, 16, and 12.
Are these boys, girls?
2 boys and a girl.
And how long have you known her before you moved in with her?
About 2 years.
Sorry, just a second.
Here's one more thing. Yes, I might address.
Yes.
Allow me.
Sure.
They reference their restitution testing drug. In one instance, they say the restitution cost was $6,321. In the other instance, they're saying $1,254. I've never experienced those types of numbers when it comes to restitution drugs. I don't.
All right. State, do you know how much the restitution is?
Judge,
Those are wide ranges.
It is listed in the SI specifically, Judge. It just doesn't itemize how. Not the detail. It's just you.
I'm not sure why it's that amount, Judge. I know typically we just do $57 to SSA or TCSS depending on which of the associated agencies it is.
These both are very county, for instance.
So what we're going to do is, because the nature of the drugs, who knows, maybe they had to run some different tests. I'm going to order restitution, but we'll have a restitution hearing.
Okay, Judge.
And Ms. Ferguson will give us a date on that. Just give me a moment. Are you on GPS or anything of that nature or no?
Sorry.
Are you on GPS or anything?
No, ma'am.
Right.
I do seem to remember, Judge, for the restitution. I think that's maybe wide. So I think it's expensive to test marijuana now with the changing the laws the past few years. Special machine.
It may be, Judge. I just never seen them outside. I appreciate allowing us to have a restitution hearing. If in the meantime, there's some justification that certainly might be paying.
All right. We'll have a restitution hearing in regards to that. And state, how long do you anticipate it will take to get your witness? Is there going to be an objection for the witness by Zoom?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. So the witness appear by Zoom? And if you will get with the Bexar County Lab and see, maybe they have an itemized accounting for the amount.
And it's very possible, hey, give me that, Judge, and I'll say, okay, that makes sense, and we won't need a restitution hearing. But thank you for giving us this opportunity. If we don't need it, I'll inform the court.
All right. There'll be a $500 fine that will be probated. Does anyone wish to speak to the length of the deferred adjudication?
Judge, while the underlying term was 10 years over 10, typically the court, if it is inclined to grant deferred, I know that they tend to grant that same similar term. If they doesn't object, I welcome a shorter term for my client.
Well, what term would you be asking for?
Judge, I leave that up to the discretion of the court. I think if Mr. Ayu is going to mess up, he will do like everybody else and mess up very early on in their situation. So 5 years is a pretty long time, Judge. He's in his late 20s, and that's about 20% of his lifetime.
And Judge, I'm right in the middle of doing the TIC, the dismissal forms right now, Judge, for the causes that were taken into consideration in exchange for his plea judge. So the state is respectfully asking to take 2 years if you are inclined to grant deferred.
All right. All right. $500 fine probated, concurrent with County Clerk Cause number 6888261. 9 years deferred adjudication. There should be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Random regular UAs. I would say that you could do the patch, but usually on the sites where you're working, since it's demolition. Sometimes patches don't adhere very well. But if he wants, we can start off with the patch. And the patches cost more, but it has less time constraints because you just put it on. You don't take it off. I'm sorry, not you put it on. Probation will put it on. And then probation will tell you when it needs to be removed. But when they say it needs to be removed, you need to be specifically there at that time to have it removed. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
So which would you prefer?
In my understanding, Judge Patch alleviates the converse frequently testing.
Yes.
The trade-off.
Yes.
Let me see.
However,
Let's do the patch, Judge. That'll allow him to work. We won't have to miss work.
All right. I'll say random probation. I'm going to say random regular UAs or the patch. And they'll discuss with you how much the patch costs because it does cost more. 200 hours of community service restitution. 150 of those hours will be waived once you complete parenting classes. I'm going to order parenting classes. The remaining hours, they can be paid off to the San Antonio Food Bank at $7.25 per hour, or you can just do the community service hours. All right, we're off the record. Mr. Ayub, you have decided to date someone who has children. And you are supposed to be someone in their life that they can respect and someone that they can look up to. By doing this, you're not being that person. You're not being a good stepfather if that's what you hope to be in their life. You understand? You're going to have to do better. All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.